Yesterday we have completed 4 points in OTC cycle. This I did not send, but anyway, today I'll send after completion of the rest of the steps. Invoice.
అన్న మీ వాయిస్ రావట్లేదన్న ఆడియో.
Hello.
Is it clear or no, Vidya? Are you able to hear me,
Yes.
Vidya?
Yes, sir. Yes.
ఓకే అన్న.
Oh, Chaitanya, are you able to hear me? Okay, fine. Voice mute low. Oh, okay. Is that fine now, Chaitanya?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
Can I proceed or are you facing any audio difficulty? Okay, thank you. You can query with this user, operations user. Here is the place you can add it. Control down arrow to create a new record. Save. Go to integrated. Meantime, only I'm showing you. This is the gateway. It's a repository. So if it is not showing anything for this particular user, so it is not showing it. It's not a valid responsibility it is saying. So for that, you have to create your own user first in the system administrator. User define. I'm creating a new fresh user here. Two times password we have to give. And responsibility name is I'm giving. This is the responsibility name. Save. You can log in with that particular user now. First time it will ask you to change your password like this. See, it is showing. If you are facing issue, then this is the best way. Okay. Even I also struggled earlier. Now search. We have to look into order management. Right now, O2C only, right? But right now, account receivable, correct? It's financials. In financials, receivables, interface type is open interface import, go. So this is your program name, auto invoice. Table names you can check clearly here. This is a table name. RA interface lines are RA interface distributions are. And if something goes wrong, you can check into RA interface errors table. Right now we are moving, we are pushing a data from order management to account receivables. If any errors, the errors will be stored here. So let's see the status of the program in order management. It's completed. So many programs are in standby because there are many invoices created. So which is our sales order number. To recall previously executed queries, F8 we can use F8. See, F8 will give you our last queries, history. These are all history it is. Function 8. Check on which date we require. These are all the dates. June 28th. Last execution date it is. Okay. If you want to know the latest sales order number, right? The latest record we have to query. Yeah, any date, whatever the date it is. It is, this is your sales order number 66389. Is it created by you or somebody's used? Because everybody is using, it's a practice mission, right? 2008, it's not a US record. I think they cloned this. Our yesterday's record is not there. Can we see? Do you remember yesterday what was the item? 4425, right? Double five, correct.
Double four, double four.
Okay, double four, double four. Let me see. Quickly, I'm creating again now. See, it's not there. No. So we have to create fresh items. We lost the data. Okay. So it will be
No user.
yes. New user is fine. No, it's not a new user. This is a new user. User is just for accessing only because they did something in the database. They cloned. Let me check in the MTL system and as only. What is your item? The latest item. Your item number is stored into segment one, right? Description. See, bats, balls, cameras. What is this here?
I created that.
You only created?
Yes.
Okay. So CM1212. Yeah. So our we lost yesterday's class all the data. So we have to do it freshly. Okay. So quickly we can do. It won't take much time. So first we have to. We can do here only. No need to go to inventory module. So here items. Master item the first step, and then transactions. Miscellaneous transactions the second step. We'll keep all at once. Then we'll go from here. That's best. Yeah, that's also needed. That's okay. We can manage. What is price list, right? Pricing is not at all there yet. Pricing will go later, okay? And after that, sales order entry, booking also will be done only. Release sales orders, transactions. These are all the steps only we did till now, correct? So first create master item, V1. We'll go a little fast, okay? Because you know already these steps. Just monitor. If you have any doubts, you can stop me. That's done. That's enabled. Template implemented, no, right?
Yeah.
Implemented. Okay. Right now in V1, see, be careful with this. So we have to go with the right. Where are we? So there is a periods we have to open in inventory. In the accounting close cycle, inventory accounting periods. So these are all you have to open in the M1. So straight away, it will not allow you to open your recent month. So if you try to open this July month, you will say cannot open a period. If you don't have a period, you cannot enter a transactions here. So these are all I have to open now. It's very quickly we can do. Just double enter and up arrow.
You want to do all periods.
Hmm.
You want to do it in all periods.
Yes, otherwise it will not allow. In the organization, functional consultants will take care. It's easy, just clicks on it. అమ్మాయి చిన్నండి. I'm just changing the status of the period. If it is not open, it will not allow you to create transactions. Correct. So now it will allow. In the miscellaneous transaction, so there will not be any error. Miscellaneous receipt. Your 1990 is an item number. FGI. Your quantity, like 500 quantity, 500 items. So your miscellaneous. We cannot give like this. Click first, then you can choose tab. Save. So that quantity is created. So you can check into somewhere on hand quantity. Here. So it's fine. Okay. So till now 2 points completed. Then next is adding item to the price list. Go to Oracle pricing. Price list setup. See, so yesterday we tried to explain this, right? This plus is disabled. So there is a profile option. Do you remember that profile option? We can go to system administrator, then profile, QP. We have to remember the complete profile name for a particular user only we are setting up. So it is Oracle purchasing, but instead you can remove this. So Oracle pricing, if you do it site level, it will apply for all users. So if you want to give, you can give. If you leave it also fine, because lowest priority goes to site. If you give, it will give first priority here. If not, Oracle pricing for all the users. That is a solution for that. Now Oracle pricing. You can add here. So it is enabled. So what is the user profile option now? We can enable, disable. So F5, shift F5, correct. And we have 9090. These are all not needed for us. You can make it as an optional. White fields are optional here. And your item cost is disabled, is it? Price list line, okay. Unit price. Yeah, now it is enabled. 5,000 or 50,000. Okay. Save. So 3 steps completed here. Whatever O2C I am revising here because we lost all the data. We cannot proceed further with unknown sales order, correct? That's why. So item we created, then on hand quantity we created. Then after that, add item to the, yes, next is sales order, booking. This is a third time revision for you, correct? Shipping. Go to order management. Sorry. Quantity you can check here, the stock. 500 we only created. Book order. Quick release.
Resets.
Quick release and shipping we can do at a time. With the help of the rule here, there is an auto ship and the inventory tab. That's okay. Yes. Execute now. Ignore warning. The auto ship we have taken to perform shipping also automatically. So these are all till now. It's just a revision for you. Check the programs, quick release programs and shipping. Everything is completed. You know the significance of interface strip stock to update a correct on-hand quantity to reduce it to update a shipped quantity at line level. Just recall. Okay. Now to create an invoice, as I mentioned, we have to submit a workflow background process. So this is there already. Submit. No. This program will launch auto invoice master and auto invoice import both. It is creating an invoice. You may get errors if period is not open. Period we can check from backend whether it is opened or not by using GL period statuses. There is a table. It's a GL module. GL period statuses, where period name is month and year. Okay, on July 19, and for which setup book ID. For vision operations, setup books ID is the one. Not showing. Where for receivables application ID we have to check. Application name and IDs and all available into system administrator only. Application and then register here. We are looking for a specific module that is receivables. And we don't know the application ID for this. Function not available, change. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, we'll take application name from FND application name. That's also not giving. We are going to identify now application ID of receivables. Okay, that is FND application where your application short name is equal to AR, right? Yeah. Now what is the application ID? Triple two. It will be fixed value for module one application ID, for purchasing one application ID, for PO one application ID kind of. Okay. So here I am restricting it to one particular application ID. Application ID is equal to triple two. See, now you can easily check the period is, see, N is for never opened, not opened it is. So we can easily find it out here whether it is opened or not opened. Go. That's enough. Just status it is. Closing status column name. From backend only we identified. Now go to receivables and find out whether it is opened or not opened. Yeah, control accounting open close periods. See, for your particular month, July month, it's not open. So from backend also we derived it. From backend we derived the column name is here closing status. So yes, not open. Closing status. So N stands for not open. So if you want to derive it, show as the code of your column name. If your column name will give a value as N, then we can show as a not open. Correct. So decode. Decode is an if then else logic, simply. If then else logic. Now you can see instead of N, I am just displaying as a not open. Temporarily, that's it. With the help of the function here, that is decode. So this is the way we can find out from backend GL period statuses. I have a query with me to find out the periods from backend for almost 6-7 modules. That is good for us. So every time we cannot type and check period status, everything, right? We must have a backup of all the queries. And then we'll fire that queries dynamically. This is the query. Not only AR module, we can check AP module, inventory module. So module to module, what will vary is just application ID. See, this application ID is for one module, and here is one more application ID. Okay, one is for PO module status, account receivable status, fixed asset status. This one is a GL kind of just application ID. It's not very big query. Every time, whenever I wanted to find out periods from backend, I won't switch between all the responsibilities. Simply, I'll fire this query. But this table is contains only few tables. GL period status is the one table. Here also same query only. I copied pasted here and changed the application ID. We can say, see, I'm just pressing here. Now you can see it's highlighted, right? This piece, this piece is one module, and one more same as it is, and this piece of code, this is for other module status, and one more like that. Query is same, only application ID is changing here. If you look at here, application ID is triple two, here 200, kind of, and this is 201. Okay, query is same, but I just copied pasted because I wanted to know at a time all the modules. So period name is what it is, July 19. And setup books ID is 1 for vision operations. Now you can see from backend at a time we can check for GL module is not open, purchase order not open, AP, yeah. Slowly, yeah, AP means account payable module. In P2P cycle, we'll use AP. Inventory, we can check all other 282 modules we can check by using this. Okay. Now there is an error we got here. Invoice is not created due to period only. If you click on view output, so it is rejected. One selected invoice is there, but that is rejected here. Okay. Now go to the toad. Srikant, 1 hour class lo na? ఇలా ఇంకా కనుక్కోలేదు చెప్తాను నేను ఓకేనా what it is saying here is there is an error. Click on view output. We got an error. It's a rejected. Record is rejected. So rejected record in which table we can see? These are all the questions only. Auto invoice program pending records in which table we can see. Do you remember like in the integrated SOA gateway somewhere here? The table name is interface errors table. Let's see whether it is still here or any other problem. Yes, we got it. So what is the error? Unable to derive derive a GL date. Unable to derive a GL date for your transaction. GL period which you have defined. So period is not open. Where can you open a period? To open a period is control open close periods. July. Instead of not open, we have to make it O simply. Say. Like inventory, you no need to open all the previous one. There is no much dependency here. Okay. Now we have to do again all. We cannot proceed with that error out invoice. If you want to do it again, there is a procedure. We need to update RA interface line all table and need to reprocess. Instead of that, let's go with the sales order again. So sales order only. That's the 5th time revision file. Correct. And one more thing is, okay, let's finish this and I'll come back to this point. If you don't have a stock properly, it will become a back order. That point I need to explain. So once we finish this, we will see. Book order. At a time, I'm doing pick release and shipping both. I'll find. So we have to do. We forgot to select auto ship. Next step is workflow background process. Now your invoice will be created. There will not be any problem. ఎన్నిసార్లు రివిజన్ చేస్తే మర్చిపోతారా మీరు? చదవాల్సిన అవసరం కూడా లేదనుకుంటాం. Now it's completed. If you come down here, see, invoice is created. Earlier it was rejected, now it is processed. So the created invoice, to check it, you can go to order item, sales order, your sales order number. There are two ways to check it. Your order number, I forgot to note down. Six 394. This is our sales order. If you forget it, this is the one way. Actions, additional order information, invoices, and invoice details. So this is your invoice window. This is the invoice number. Invoice numbers are stored into RA customer TRX. TRX means transaction. RA means receivable application. Now you can check here. table name is RA customer TRX, all where TRX number, transaction number. You can take this. Now in this, there are certain columns are there here. Interface header attribute columns. So interface header attribute 1, 12, 11, everything. We require one only that will have a sales order number. Let me type straight away. Interface header attribute. These are all the columns. It will be noted all if you practice multiple times. 66304 is having a sales order number, correct? We are in account receivables at present, but still it is showing sales order number. This is a sales order, this is a transaction number, invoice number, and this is the sales order number. If you want to display sales order number from OE order header solve, then OE order header solve. Then your RA customer TRX solve. Dot order number. RCTA dot column name is interface header attribute 1, right? This is the join between OM and AR. If you execute this, sometimes you may get error. That error is because of different data types. So if you check that interface header attribute 1 column name data type, it is varchar 2 character it is. And in the OER header solve, if you look at order number, that's a number. So both are not matching. This column is number and this column is character. So we have to convert here. Took care of. But we require a specific transaction number. One transaction number only we are looking. And we require these two columns like transaction number and sales order number. Order number and TRX number. Like this. Sales order number and TRX number. We can format this. Now, this is very important. The reason is one order management table and one account receivable table. We are combining now. So that's why it is important. And that too, both are different data types. This 2char is required. It's a character. Right now it is number. We are converting as a character. 2char. In the same way, line level also there is a join. Select star from line level table. RA customer TRX line solve. There is a join here between RA customer TRX solve and RA customer. Whatever you see the first column, that is a, in this case, it's a customer transaction ID is the primary. But we don't know the value of it. This is a transaction ID. In this, there are multiple lines. See, if you look at here, one line is having a tax, central tax. See, these are all the taxes, but one is line type it is. So we have to take and line type is equal to line. Only one line you can see now. See, all the taxes we ignored. And what is the column name? Sales order, where can you see in this? Sales order. There is no interface header attribute. one column is there. The column name is sales order column only. You can type also. Let me type, okay, because I know already. Instead of searching sales order number like this, it's showing. Okay. Now, if you want to combine with the line level table, same story here. RCTA, TLA, and OER address all. And join condition between these two. RCTLA dot, which column name? That is the sales order column. OH dot order number. If you execute it, it's giving. And order number OH. Both are same. Purushottam, any doubt? Any confusion? So what is the purpose of this? Correct. Because we are in account receivables, we don't know. This invoice is for which sales order, we don't know. To identify how we can do technically from backend, these are all the way. One OER headers are header table it is. And this is a line table. The line table you can check here also. Line items. You can see here. This is the column. This column only I derived. It's nothing new. And what about header level? Header level is this column. This column is stored into, this is a sales order, right? 66. Sales order column is stored into which column? The column name is this one. Simple. You have to remember 2 points here. You are in which module right now? AR. In AR, at header level, column name is interface header attribute 1. At line level, column name is this sales order number. That's it. Okay. Now, next is you take a transaction number, go to receivables, backward I'll show, okay, later. Transactions. Your transaction number is available here. Same only, same window only it is. Earlier I went from order management, now it is directly I came here. Okay, and it is completed invoice. We have to do a create accounting here. Tools, create accounting. There are 3 modes here. These are all called as a mode. Draft mode we can modify, and final we can put entries to GL, and this one is we can post it also. So final we can do. There are certain errors. These errors we can check into XLA accounting errors. The table is XLA. XLA means subledger accounting. The errors we can find out here. Accounting errors. Yeah. So can you see here? The GL date 18 July 2008 is not in a open period or a future enterable period. Please select a valid GL date or open the period. So in the GL date it is not open. GL module. Because we are pushing transactions to the GL, right? So go to general ledger, setup, open close. Section. Let's open a specific period. Let's see. Uh, July. Let's open a specific period here.
July 19.
Yeah, future enterable period means if you are in a July, there must be an entry of August, September. Training lab. Is it free training? Free or no, sir? Can you view freely for job? Free job just అన్నాడు కదా లక్షలు ఓడుకున్నా సార్ ఆడ check the period here. It's open, okay. For July 19 is open. Now we can do easily create accounting. Go back to let's verify once. Fine, it's open. Do you see like all periods open? Correct? All periods open. Now go to receivables again. Transactions. Your transaction number. Go to tools, create accounting, final accounting. You need to get a message like this. Accounting has been successfully created. Earlier we got a failure, correct? The reason is because of the period. So that created periods, create accounting. After that we can go to view accounting. Okay. Go to tools, view accounting, and here is a place, your accounting entries. Okay, these are all called as an accounting entries. You can see complete transaction in the view transaction. Go to tools, view accounting. The moment you click on view transaction, you will go to original transaction place. In the same way, view general entry. This is general entry. The complete information like which account is a debit account, which account, DR means debit account it is, debtor and credit account. So debit and credit. That accounting entry names you need to remember here. Receivable account is a debit, revenue and tax account is the credit here. Debit and credit. But the tables to know view accounting, there is about this page at the bottom, business component reference details, expanded, and here is the place you can see a proper view objects. We can take this query, or else let me see a proper one. Lines, accrual lines. Yeah, these are all the tables. XLA AE headers, XLA AE lines. These are all the tables. Subledger accounting tables. Accounting entries information is stored here only. XLA AE headers. Take this. Errors we can see into XLA accounting errors. And what is that? IDs, AE header ID and application ID, entity ID. These are all the ID values we have to check. Period name, where period name. After creating an invoice, I went to create accounting. Remember that? Period name is, it is July 19. It's a monthly calendar. It is. It's not showing. Maybe period name format is different. Is it a view or it's a table only? It's okay. Maybe this format is different. Okay. The best way we have, right? Just sort it. We will come to know what is the format it has taken. This table is used. It is an intermediary between AP to GL, AR to GL, FA to GL kind of. Okay. So right now it is a sales account, sales invoice. It is sales order invoice. Okay. And AE header ID is this one. You can check. Your transaction number here. This is the transaction number only, right? 100375522. Correct. This is the transaction number only. It is a part of it under the description. We got right here data. And this is your latest record. It is. And based on AE header ID, we can check in AE lines information. XLA AE lines, where AE header ID. These are all the lines. So we have two accounts, right? Revenue account and receivable account. Two accounts we have seen. One is debit amount, credit amount. See, accounted DR, accounted CR. So these are all entered. Then after that we did accounting. So accounting, how we did? With the help of the create accounting program. So we went to tools. Create accounting is disabled. We done already. So earlier entered is debit and credit. After entering, we did a create accounting. Now view accounting we can see. So under a view account, receivable account is 1,60,000 something, and revenue is 1,50,000. Check here whether it is there or not. See 1,60,050, and then 1,50,000. One is CR, other one is BR. Debit and credit. So no need to go in depth. Okay. These are all three tables are called as an sub ledger accounting. XLA stands for sub ledger accounting. It is. Now the next is receipt. Invoice, receipt it is. What is the invoice amount here? Invoice amount. Invoice amount is this 1,60,000. But customer will not pay at a time all this amount. They may pay 1 lakh at present. 1 lakh. Okay. Then pending amount is there, right? That where can you see? That is very important. Outstanding balance. Matrix report we did, right? In the matrix DTK. So anyway, let's see here. We are going to create a receipt here based on this transaction. Go to receipts, receipts, receipt method manually, but in the organization through bank it will happen, and manually also depends it is. Receipt number we are giving. This is the receipt number. 9988. Receipt amount is we received amount from customer after selling the goods. So only 1 lakh it is. 1 lakh, right? I have selected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a transaction number. Correct. 1 lakh only I have entered. On which transaction number it is? This is the transaction number. Whenever you give a transaction number, don't give here, only right hand side. That's it. Then apply. If you want to adjust, you can adjust here. Save. Okay. And due amount here, right? 60,000 is the balance. Applied amount is only 1 lakh. So where can you see the balance amount? That is a question. So that balance amount we can see into AR payment schedules or table. This is very important table because we require to give a reminders to the customer on the balance. AR payment schedules are. But what is a join? Applied customer TRX side is a join. Somewhere you can find out. Applied. Yeah, customer TRX side is fine. Transaction ID. Where is equal to your transaction ID. Yes, correct. That we have to do. I wanted to show you the balance amount. Balance amount is actually it is we should get the total amount from customer in the form of amount due original. There is a difference, remember. Amount due original, amount due remaining, how much balance, and other columns. Yeah, that's enough. Amount applied, yeah, that is also. So that it will be a good comparison. Now you can see. See, we supposed to get 1,60,050, but we got only 1 lakh, and this is the pending. So this is the way we can decide. This table only you need to remember. AR payment schedule start. If you want to remember the receipt number and method and amount and all, there is other story. Other table is there here. It is not showing, but table name is okay. And here also same customer transaction ID is a column name. It's a join. You can press F4. Let's go with the receipt number first. There must be a join here. Join actually now only. This is the receipt number. Now check transaction related column name. Receipt number is fine. Date. Some applied related. In AR receivable applications, also one more table is there. These are, we won't type like this. Many queries will be in the notepads only. Directly we can file, that's it. And here is the place. One more column. Applied customer TRX ID. Yes, this is the one. Applied customer TRX ID is the join condition where this is the same, both are same. Now you can see how much we applied, 1 lakh. So there are 3 tables for receipts here. AR cash receipts, AR receivable applications, and then AR payment schedules. So there must be a join here between, it is an intermediary here. There is no straight join between cash receipts and then invoice tables. As an intermediary, we need to introduce one more. That's an AR payment schedules all table. So the join condition is what is applied customer TRX ID. But between these two, there is a join. So that's why we could not find any join. See, there is no join related to invoice. Got it right? Intermediary table is AR receivable applications all table. Is that clear? 3 tables. Now here also same. Go to tools, create accounting. We have to choose middle one. Accounting has been successfully created. We can go to tools, view accounting. Can you tell me what was the debit account earlier? We have 2, right? Debit and credit. Debit account name, only 2 transactions, you have to remember that.
Receivables.
Receivable account or revenue account.
Receivables.
Correct. Now it is receivable account has become a CR. Earlier it was DR. Now it is CR. And it is created into a cash. We received a cash, right? Cash account it is. Of course. And one last step pending is transfer to GL. This is the last step. To transfer to GL, we are transferring 2 things. One is invoice, other one is receipt. Invoice and receipt we are transferring. Go to view, requests, transfer general entries to GL. This is an vision operations. Your date 18 July. Format is wrong. You would like to post? No, we will post manually. Fine. After transferring, we can verify into GL. Journals, Inquiry we can do first. Inquiry and journal. We can check a source here from which module we received it. Receivables we transferred, and period name is month and year, July 19. Fine. There are two records will be there here. Check what went wrong. View output. There is no record is transferred. In a journal import program, it has to call journal import program. So after transferring, it needs to call one program that is a journal import. Go to our receivables module, view requests, so journal import. It's not showing here. Journal, right? Yeah, it's a report. Let me show you that program name. Yeah, this is the program we need to. It will be called automatically. So we have to check why it is not called. So once you run this, then you can check the entries here. Go to journals and post. This is the final step it is. So July 19. Fine. Right now it is not showing. You can take any other records here like this. So click on this and you can click on post. So this is the final step. Okay. So let's see end to end again from order to cash onwards, sales order onwards. I'm doing again all the steps. You just guide me. See the whole water cycle, how much time it will take? Not even 5 minutes. Correct. Booking, right? Book done, right? No? If it is not booked, it will not come here. Auto ship, right? To create an invoice, we have to run a workflow background process. Okay, completed. Your sales order number is 6634396. Now invoice is created already. Transactions. Whenever you are querying, we have to give a sales order number here. And source is from which module? Order entry, capital letters. It will show the invoice. Okay. After that, straight away we can go to tools, create accounting, final posting. Okay. Then view accounting is every time not needed. Correct, right? If you want to see, you can see. Now try to remember at least. Receivable account is debit, CR. Revenue account is CR. You remember one, rest automatically that will be CR only. Okay. What else? Take invoice number, go to receipts. Receipt method is manually we receive. Receipt number, receipt amount, let's say 5,000 only we receive. On which invoice number? Save. Got it? After saving, you need to go to tools, create accounting, final accounting, and finally you have to transfer to zero. See, hardly 3 minutes only we took, right? The entire O2C. It needs to call journal import program. Then only it will be like this. See, did you see earlier? No, right? Maybe that period issue and all. Correct? So if you see a general import, that means it will successfully import into the G. With the revision, we could see this. Okay. After importing journals, you can verify into the general ledger module. Where to go? Inquiry. Journal. Journal source name is receivables. Period name is July 19. Fine. See, receivables. One is related to invoice, other one is related to receipt. So it is unposted right now, correct? We have to make it post. Go to journals and post. So this is the very last step in O2C. O2C we finished successfully. Select this, postable, post. You have to wait for your program completion like this. So we successfully completed O2C. These are all four belongs to OM. These two AR and this one is GA. So after transferring, one program will come. Program name is journal import. So earlier we faced a period related issue, right? That's why it is not called. Maybe that is the issue. So can we see back order one time? So that is important. Back order means the whole quantity. That means simply we can say stock is not there. Your account is 9090, right? I want to order 500 quantity. Is that 500 really available? Check. See, 500 is not there. So let's order 600 quantity. What will happen? Let's see. Okay. Save. quantity on hand fails. It is giving a clue for you. Okay, but still we can book it. Order has been booked. Now, how can you check the back order quantity? You cannot check right away. It is still saying it is awaiting shipping only. But the third step is what it is, pick release, right? So pick release, auto pack delivery. At this particular place, it will become a back order. Go to view, refresh. The program submitted, that's okay. Select star from WSH delivery details, where source header ID is equivalent to header ID of your particular sales order. Header ID, I don't know. I would like to find out from OE order header solve. Right. ఇప్పుడు నేను టైప్ చేసిన స్పీడ్ మీకు రావాలి ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో, ఓకేనా? అప్పుడే మీకు జెన్యున్ లాగా ఫీల్ అవుతారు. ఓకే, so what we require here is release status, correct? One column, straightforward. Release status is Y. First click. Whatever the quantities available, it is picked, but rest here has become a back order. So can we see the line level status right now? Go back to sales order. B for back order. R for ready to release. Line items. You can check picked partially. The reason is we have a limited stock. Go to availability. We ordered 600, but we have a quantity is 491 only. There is a lack of stock. So go to actions, additional line information, deliveries. See, few things it is picked up, few it is back order. So how much is picked? It is 491 is picked, and rest has become a back order. So this is important. Back order, how can you measure? Is by using a column name. Column name is release status. Column value is B. Sometimes line we can cancel it. Quantity MTL unknown quantities. There is a table, right? The table name is start from MTL, means material on hand quantities. Like this.
Back order quantity.
Back order quantity. Okay, you can check into OE order lines all only, or else you can go to actions here, additional line information, go to view delivery. It is not showing. We may need to subtract it, actual quantity minus order quantity. Let's check here. Staged quantity is 491 and total quantity is 600, right? So there will be another query, we'll see that. Back order query. Quantity history, no, not showing. The returns, we haven't written anything. We'll see that. Okay. No, hold is different. You can put on hold sales order. So at present we'll see a cancellation. We'll do cancel line one. Okay, you are not allowed to cancel because line has picked confirmed. Okay. Yeah, you cannot cancel. So my point is here, I wanted to show you X. in the release status column, if it is X means that is a line got cancelled. We have various statuses here. Yeah. X means cancelled, B for back order, C for completed, Y for yes picked up, D deferred, maybe I'm not sure. R means right to release. So every value is having its own meaning here in the release status. Okay. Now check the back order as you said. Back order quantity we can see from WS's delivery details only. Then the column available, you have to check. Requested quantity, shipped quantity. Yeah. This is the requested quantity. Minus. So yeah, here only it is showing, right? Quantity. Requested quantity column. So back order quantity trying to find out requested quantity we can use. Okay. Release status is B. And release status is equal to B. B for back order. Now you can easily find out. This is the column name. Okay. Requested quantity. This is the back order quantity. Okay. So I hope you are okay. For invoice, how many tables are there? RA customer TRX all. Another one is RA customer TRX lines all. And what about receipts? Receipts. AR cash receipts, right? And one more. AR receivable applications. And any other thing missed? AR payment schedules, all right. Error table is different. That is that program errors. RA cust TRX GL disk table also there. That's for accounting entries. And subledger accounting tables, XLA AE headers, XLA AE lines, and finally GL. GL, there are tables here. GL, I did not show you. So tables are here is GL, JE headers. Okay, here is the place. One is sales invoice, other one is receipt. Today only two records. These are all. July 19th. Source name is from which module we moved. Okay. These are all not needed for us. And how we import it is by using a program. Program name is general. And how much amount? 1,05,000. Got it? GLJ headers and GLJ lines, GL balances. These are all the tables. In O2C, if you remember, you can easily work all this. Hardly how many tables? 23 tables are there. Correct? These are all yesterday we covered like anything. 12 tables you are aware. And these are all newly added. That's it. After 10 years also same table will be there. Maybe one or two columns will change, but tables will not change. Okay. If you practice and type with your fingers, you can easily remember. These are all I never by hearted. Simply with the work only it came all. Okay. Guys, do you have any doubts? Chaitanya, Sudhir, Tejaswini, Vidya. If you have any doubts, let me know. Almost 2 hours, right? Nani open the So, Vidya, are you there? Any doubts, Vidya?
No doubt.
Sudhir, fine, right, Sudhir?
Yeah, fine, sir, fine.
Okay. Just go through it because these are all I went little depth actually. So how to practice multiple times. That's it.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.